Has Aaron's got you involved in any new musicals coming up?
No, not at the moment.
All right, I'm about to call him now and tell him, yo, I should probably get him on the phone now and be like, look, I'm talking
Do it.
talking to Jordan right now. Oh man, that'd be funny.
I could call him
Yeah, yeah.
because I'm on speaker here. So
You,
and then
you,
maybe you could ask him, his advice for drummers.
Jordan,
Aaron's, what's up, man?
what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm
See,
good.
here's the
Hey,
problem. You pick up the phone for Jordan, but you don't pick up the phone when I call. This is Clayton Craddock here.
Oh my God!
You,
You call? What are you talking about?
I'm interviewing Jordan for my podcast. You're live on the podcast right now, so I don't want to put you on the spot. But look, I was just asking him. I was like, "Has Aaron got you on a new musical yet? Why hasn't he got you on a new musical?"
I said I'm too busy with the organ trio.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Tell me one thing that why did you hire Jordan instead of me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, it's funny, and I'm like, you put me on the spot a little bit, but it's also actually kind of serendipitous because I was thinking about that this morning because I get emails as a contractor all the time from people who say, hey, I'm new in town, or hey, can you put me on a show, or hey, what do you got going on, or just putting out feelers, just trying to get seen and get heard, And I was thinking about it this morning while I was walking the dog, like, what do I say that's not like a template, like the thing you always say, like, hey, I'll keep you in mind, thanks for your information, like that kind of standard thing. And I was like, man, I think people have to sub, people have to like get out there and sub, because I was thinking in my mind of the list of people that like were kind of new to me and how I got to them to be some of my favorite musicians. Like, how did that happen? And it's always word of mouth because they're like subbing, or some other drummer I respect, said, man, you got to check out this cat. He's burning, and then I'll be like, where are they playing? Who, and you hear that enough. And then those are the people that you end up calling. So anyway, which leads me to Jordan, because like he was subbing on Dear Evan Hansen, there's lots of people subbing all over the place on shows that I work on. But like the chorus of people saying all the same thing, like, this guy's ridiculous, this guy has the most incredible feel, pocket, the whole thing. He's a great guy. Like, just everybody saying the same thing. So then I was like, oh yeah, I think that guy's on Instagram, And this was like then COVID, and then Jordan was doing all this hip stuff on Instagram with loops, like him just like playing stuff, and other really ridiculous musicians would overdub them. So I was like, oh my God, like the feel was just knocking me out so much that like I participated in it. I was like, I want to do one. And then even my wife, Anya, who Clayton, obviously, she's like, I want to sing on that too. So I was like, damn, okay. So it was just like, that was the first time we like played together virtually.
Right.
But then I was like, digging what he does, and I'm just like, this, to me, it was like, there's drummers I hear as a contractor and drummers I play with on Broadway and stuff. And then there's drummers that do all that. But then like, when I want to play music that I like, that I do as a musician outside of all of that, like who would I call? And like Jordan's like, man, I'm like, I think he's like kind of my favorite drummer, man.
Oh,
like, really? Like,
thanks, man.
Ask people. I'm not saying that because I'm on the spot. Like, ask people. Ask Bono or some of these, Mike Bono or some of the guitar players I talk to. I'm like, I think that's the kind of drummer I like to play with, like.
Thanks,
so yeah, man. I know I'm like, now I'm putting you on the spot, but it's like that's really what why I love Jordan's playing and why I put him on a show. And then I'm just like, well, I'll take my chances if he's available. and some off-Broadway things. That's what I have going on right now. I have a couple off-Broadway shows. So as soon as something came up, I was like, hey, man, you want to do this? Want to do that? So there you have it, man. That's kind of the Jordan story.